Number 1.
1988 Ford T-Bucket Roadster. Price, $17,000. Location, Dallas, Texas. Get ready, because this is the definition of clean, classic, and properly built. Presenting the 1988 Ford T-Bucket Roadster, listed just 1 day ago in Dallas, Texas, and priced at $17,000 or best offer. And let's start with the words every buyer loves to hear: clean title in hand. That means this T-Bucket is not only built to impress, it's ready to own with zero headaches. Despite being registered as a 1988 Roadster for legal road use, this is a tribute to the legendary 1923 Ford T-Bucket Roadster design. The odometer shows just 1,300 miles, which means it's barely broken in, barely driven, and practically brand new in terms of use. At the heart of this build sits a 5.0 Ford crate engine, fresh from the Blue Oval bloodline. Unlike swapped motors, this one stays true to Ford power, delivering smooth performance, strong reliability, and that authentic early hot rod character with modern punch. It's paired to a TPI automatic transmission with overdrive, meaning you get strong launches in the low gears and relaxed cruising at highway speeds. Out back, you've got 4.11 rear positive traction gears, putting every ounce of torque down efficiently, while riding on massive Pro Track 50 rear tires that make sure this Roadster grips the road just as hard as it looks. The Spirit double-shell fiberglass body keeps the car light, tight, and clean, and even includes a rare right-hand side working door for easier access and a unique build detail you just don't see every day. Add to that the fact that it has always been garage-kept, covered, and protected from day one. Now let's talk safety and investment. This car has an all-new brake system, fully rebuilt fluids, and over $3,000 was spent just upgrading the brakes by Jason at Blue Oval Performance in Fort Worth. That means stopping power was not an afterthought. It was built with real budget, real care, and real track-inspired parts. And if the car alone wasn't enough, this deal comes with a matching custom trailer too. Whether you want to cruise local shows or haul it to events in style, you're rolling with a full package. It even includes touch-up paint matched to the vibrant orange exterior, giving you extra peace of mind for future cosmetic care, because yes, this T-Bucket is show-ready right now.
Number 2.
Ford T-Bucket Roadster, trade or cash. Price, $10,000 cash. Location, Montgomery, Texas. Looking for a T-Bucket with real attitude and trade flexibility? Here it is, a Ford T-Bucket Roadster, listed just 21 hours ago in Montgomery, Texas, priced at $10,000 cash, and open to the right trades. This build carries a 1923 title and sits on a lightweight fiberglass Model T body, bringing that timeless early hot rod look with the durability of a solid replica. Under the hood is one of the most famous small blocks in Chevrolet history, a 302 cubic inch C28 engine from 1969, straight out of the first-generation Camaro muscle era. Topped with camel hump performance heads and driven by a legendary Duntov 3030 cam, this motor is designed for high RPM pull, sharp throttle response, and a sound that tells everyone this car means business. Power runs through a TH350 automatic transmission, backed by a 10-bolt rear end loaded with 4.11 gears, giving it the kind of launch torque that makes these short wheelbase roadsters such a blast to drive. Now let's talk trade. The owner is open to swapping for something fun and useful, like a Polaris Ranger side-by-side, or even a classic car or truck. But he makes one thing clear: no boats, no motorcycles. This is for trades that roll on land only. Call it a rat rod, hot rod, muscle toy, or just plain badass classic fun. it wears all those labels proudly. Affordable, loud, and built with old-school muscle, this T-Bucket is a cruiser, showpiece, or trade piece ready for its next owner. So if you want big sound, historic 302 muscle, sharp gearing, and a chance to trade for your dreams side-by-side or classic ride, now's the time. Because in this case, the seller isn't asking if it's available, he's asking what are you bringing to the trade.
Number 3.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, 600 HP blown hot rod. Price, $30,000. Location, Van Buren, Arkansas. Big power. Big blower. Big personality. This is the 1923 Ford T-Bucket for sale right now in Van Buren, Arkansas, for $30,000, and open to trades for the right hot rod of equal value. Let's start with the heart of this machine, a 355 cubic inch small block Chevy, topped with a 671 supercharger, and pushing a pavement-melting 600 horsepower. This is full-blown alcohol-altered style power in a short wheelbase classic body, a recipe for attention, adrenaline, and horsepower therapy. The body carries the spirit of the original Tin Lizzy era, but the attitude is pure pro-street snarling monster. Add to that a set of brand new tires, giving it fresh grip and stance, ready to roll into cruise night, show day, or trade negotiations with confidence. Speaking of trade, the seller is open to swapping this blown beast for a hot rod of equal value. No lowball projects, no boring commuters. Think something bold, loud, nostalgic, or equally wild. Because this car isn't built for subtlety. It's built for burnout stories, shock spectators, and that moment when the blower screams louder than common sense. And while trades are possible, the seller makes one thing clear: serious inquiries only. No window shoppers. No time wasters. If this machine speaks to you, slide into the DMs and get the conversation started. Because there's a lot more story left to tell, and the owner is ready to tell it, to the right driver or the right trade. If you're looking for old school style with oversized modern power, a stance that screams hot rod royalty, and enough boost to flatten drama, this 1923 Ford T-Bucket is your ticket. So step up, reach out, and shoot your best trade or cash offer, because 600 blower horsepower in a T-Bucket body like this doesn't stay parked for long.
Number 4.
1932 Ford T-Bucket, steel 302 triple Deuce hot rod. Price, $15,000. Location, Granbury, Texas. Raw steel, rowdy power, and pure hot rod attitude. This is the 1932 Ford T-Bucket, listed a week ago in Granbury, Texas, and priced aggressively at $15,000 cash. This is not fiberglass. This is the real deal, a Ford steel body, keeping that authentic classic feel while packing serious V8 muscle under the throttle. Power comes from a cammed 302 Ford the 5.8, breathing through triple Deuce carburetors. That iconic 3x2 setup delivering instant response and old-school performance sound that every hot rod fan dreams about. No computers, no hesitation, just air, fuel, spark, and aggression. It's backed by a C4 automatic transmission, shifting through a Ford 9-inch rear end out back, known for strength, reliability, and handling everything a 302 build like this can throw at it. The seller says it best: loud and fast, built for people who love attention, excitement, and storytelling. Whether you're rolling into a car meet or cruising down the highway, expect constant thumbs-ups and a spotlight-level reaction everywhere you stop. And here's the truth: according to the owner, you cannot build this car for the asking price. Translation? Someone is about to steal a serious hot rod value. It has a clean California title, a clear vehicle history, and it's fully paid off, ready to transfer and drive. No drama, no headaches, no surprises. Cash price is firm at $15,000. Not a trade listing. Just a straight shot to owning a handmade, loud, unforgettable 1932 Ford T-Bucket hot rod. So if you like your hot rods pure, classic, loud, fast, and impossible to ignore, this is for you. Act fast, because rides like this don't sit for long.
Number 5.
1923 Ford Model T Roadster, 327 blown drag style hot rod. Price, $22,500. Location, Seagoville, Texas. Classic lines, explosive power. This is the 1923 Ford Model T Roadster, sitting strong in Seagoville, Texas, and listed just a week ago with an asking price of $22,500. This isn't just vintage Ford style. This is V8 mayhem wrapped in old-school Roadster soul. Under the skin lives a 327 small block Chevy, bored 30 over, built around flat-top pistons, matched with a roller cam, lifters, and rockers, plus a double roller timing chain and double roller timing setup for durability and RPM stability. Up top, it's feeding through 202 performance heads, pushing air and fuel through ceramic-coated headers that dump heat fast and look killer doing it. Then comes the star of the show, a Wean 671 blower mounted like it means business, breathing through twin Holley 600 carburetors, turning this little 327 into a full-grown blower-fed street strip animal. The seller didn't exaggerate when he called it a beast. The power-to-weight ratio here is straight-up terrifying in the best way possible. It's backed by a turbo 350 automatic transmission with a shift kit, hammering power into an early 1960s GM rear end, proving this car was built with equal parts style, brutality, and mechanical backbone. The condition? Looks, drives, and runs great. And the finish screams tradition. More chrome and polished aluminum than paint, shining from nose to tail. The kind of build that stops conversations, ends debates, and steals car show parking spots by default. Trade talk? Yes, but with rules. The seller may consider a partial trade, $18,500 plus a decent 16-foot enclosed trailer, provided it's titled, registered in your name, and legal in Texas. No name, no deal. Simple, clean, no nonsense. So if you're hunting a real steel-body T-Roadster with a blown, built, chrome-drenched V8 heart that fires, drives, and dominates the moment it rolls, this is the one. A century-old shape, a detonating small block, and a blower sticking through the air like a flag of horsepower rebellion. Don't think twice. Think quickly, because someone is about to claim this legend.
Number 6.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, Winter Project Hot Rod. Price, $5,000. Location, Bowling Green, Missouri. Winter build season is here, and this one's ready for the next chapter. This is a 1923 Ford T-Bucket, listed just 6 days ago in Bowling Green, Missouri, for a no-nonsense price of $5,000. The seller calls it a great winter project, and that's exactly what it is, a build with good bones and plenty of potential. It ran when parked, which means the motor was alive, the drivetrain worked, and this hot little Roadster has already proven it wants to hit the road again. It's an automatic transmission setup, perfect for cruising once it's finished. The radiator has a small leak, nothing catastrophic, but something the seller planned to replace anyway. The seats are currently out, but the good news? Both seats are included, ready to be recovered, restored, and bolted back in once you finish the interior the right way. There are extra parts included, giving you more than just a rolling chassis. You're getting a project with support, extras, and room to work. The sale isn't about giving up, it's about passing the torch. The seller explains that her husband wanted to finish it but simply won't be able to get it done, so now it's time for someone else to step in and bring it to life. Yes, it's dusty, due to being stored indoors with some wind and time on it, but it's honest dust, not rust. This car wasn't garage kept and paused, not destroyed. And about that title? The seller will personally explain it to interested buyers, which tells us this isn't a mystery sale. They want to help you understand what you're buying. So if you're looking for a winter build that's affordable, restorable, and packed with potential, this is your entry ticket. A real T-bucket body from the Roaring '20s era, waiting for a fresh rebuild, a cleaned-up cooling system, a recovered interior, and a driver ready to enjoy it once again. At $5,000, you can't even collect parts for this price, let alone a full hot rod project that already ran. Serious builders, classic lovers, garage warriors, this is for you. Text only if you're serious, because this winter project won't sit for long. One frame, one story, one rebuild away from turning heads again.
Number 7.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, Flathead 3-speed overdrive. Price, $9,750. Location, Oxford, Kansas. Old school soul, vintage rumble, and raw hot rod character. This is a Ford T-Bucket Roadster listed in Oxford, Kansas, for $9,750. This is an older build straight out of the 1970s, originally constructed in the 70s with roots that trace back to classic hot rodding culture, simple, bold, and mechanical the way enthusiasts love it. The body is a fiberglass T-Bucket shell, keeping the car lightweight and timeless in style. Up front is where it gets special, a legendary Ford Flathead V8, firing up strong and running impressively smooth. It fires, idles, and runs like a motor that still loves what it does. The seller mentions it could use a little carburetor tuning, mainly because it's running rich, so a slight adjustment will bring even more response out of this already solid running engine. The power flows through a 3-speed transmission with overdrive, delivering classic gear banging feel but with cruising legs for highway runs. It has brand new tires and wheels, plus a huge upgrade for a vintage build. Disc brakes on the front, giving you safer stopping and better control than most old T-Buckets ever had. Now let's be honest, it's a project with personality. It needs a proper T-Bucket radiator, and while the current one in it may look rough, the seller says it cools just fine, so the car was usable. It just deserves something that looks as good as it performs. The windshield glass has a crack, a flaw yes, but again nothing hiding structural damage. The car is solid, running, and rolling. The seller even describes the current radiator and glass issues like a proud builder. Ugly, but cool. And don't miss the attitude at the end of the listing, a very clear message from the seller. If you ask, "Is this available?" you won't get a reply. That tells you this is a guy who's tired of tire kickers and wants a real buyer, someone who understands what this car represents: vintage build, Flathead soundtrack, and classic 70s T-Bucket swagger. At $9,750, you're buying more than a car. You're buying the foundation of a winter rebuild or a weekend cruiser that still runs, still cools, still moves, and still gets respect. A lightweight body, a smooth Flathead V8, a gearbox with overdrive, modern front discs, and brand new rubber, all wrapped in timeless T-Bucket style. No small talk, no spam, no tire kicking. This is a serious builder's deal, priced like a project but running like a hot rod still in love with life. Classic. Cool. Mechanical. And waiting for the right driver to take it to the next stage.
Number 8.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, 302 built motor. Price, $23,000. Location, Opelousas, Louisiana. Straight to the point. This is a clean and capable 1923 Ford T-Bucket listed in Opelousas, Louisiana for $23,000. Powered by a built Ford 302 V8 motor, this T-Bucket has the right DNA, compact, punchy, and engineered to move hard without sacrificing that classic hot rod attitude. The seller confirms the car is used, like new, which means the build is solid, clean, presentable, and ready to enjoy. Recently serviced for reliability and performance, this car has had a fresh tune-up, breathing new life into the ignition, timing, and fuel delivery setup. The carburetors are freshly rebuilt and replaced, giving it crisp throttle response and smoother acceleration across the power band. No guessing here, the fuel system has been refreshed properly for dependable starts and steady pulls. Rolling on new front tires and wide rear rubber out back, the car was built to grip the moment you dig in. The seller also mentions brand new rear tires, which means the stance is right, the traction's ready, and you can launch or cruise without worrying about old, cracked, or worn rubber. You're not buying excuses. You're buying a T-Bucket that starts right, shifts right, rides loud, sits right, and pulls like a real 302-powered hot rod should. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a local show favorite, or a winter project you can drive while improving later, this one already runs and has the fresh maintenance done, saving you time and money on the basics. At $23,000, this is a clean, maintained, ready-to-roll 1923 Ford T-Bucket with a built 302 heart and new tires planted where they matter most. Classic looks, real Ford power, fresh fuel system, and the traction to back it up.
Number 9.
1927 Ford T-Bucket. Price, $12,500. Location, Wills Point, Texas. Attention T-Bucket fans, here's a seriously clean 1927 Ford T-Bucket for $12,500, currently in Wills Point, Texas. The listing condition says new, but make no mistake, this is a fresh-built, garage-kept street machine that looks clean enough to eat off. It carries the timeless T-Bucket stance and that raw hot rod personality, without the mystery or rust bucket headaches. Powering this build is the good old Chevy 350 small block V8, the most trusted heart ever swapped into a lightweight hot rod. This motor means you've got parts access everywhere, tuning knowledge everywhere, and torque everywhere. You press the throttle, it responds. No delay. No drama. Just unfiltered V8 energy pushing a featherweight body. The seller says need gone and need gone now, and that tells you the price is real, the urgency is real, and this car is ready to roll into a new home without waiting months for an engine build or paperwork. It's being offered $12,500 OBO, which means there is room to talk, and the title is clean, in hand, and ready for transfer, so you're not just buying a car, you're buying peace of mind too. This isn't a rebuild roller. This isn't a half-finished guess. This is a clean, running-ready T-Bucket that already has the muscle car motor you want and the paperwork you need. The seller will only reveal the exact location if you're serious. So if you want a straight, honest, clean 27 Ford T-Bucket with 350 power and no nonsense, reach out fast before someone else claims it. Short, loud, light, fast, and clean enough to show right now. This 1927 Ford T-Bucket is ready for a new home. Is that home yours?
Number 10.
1925 Ford T-Bucket, high-powered show rod. Price, $12,500. Location, Denham Springs, Louisiana. Here's a T-Bucket built to turn heads, presenting a 1925 Ford T-Bucket, listed in Denham Springs, Louisiana, for $12,500. This isn't your run-of-the-mill hot rod. Under the hood, it's packing a 467 horsepower engine paired with a freshly built transmission, giving you serious power and reliability all in one package. Whether you're rolling down the street, cruising at a car show, or leading the parade, this T-Bucket has the punch and presence to make an impression. Built for fun and attention, it's equally at home at local shows, parades, or just blasting down the road with everyone watching. The craftsmanship and setup make it more than a weekend toy. It's a statement vehicle that shows you care about style, performance, and the art of classic hot rodding. The seller emphasizes its strong build and show-ready condition, meaning you can drive it immediately without worrying about mechanical surprises. And with a T-Bucket this powerful, every stoplight becomes an event, every corner a thrill. Priced at $12,500, this is a chance to own a piece of hot rod history with modern-day performance and classic looks. Serious inquiries only. Don't wait and let someone else take this roaring 1925 Ford T-Bucket home. Strong, fast, classic, show-ready. This T-Bucket is all that and more. Are you ready to claim it?
Number 11.
1925 Ford T-Bucket, big block hot rod. Price, $10,000. Location, Austin, Texas. Here's a classic hot rod ready to hit the streets, a 1925 Ford T-Bucket, listed in Austin, Texas, for $10,000. This T-Bucket is built for power and presence, powered by a 460 big block V8 sitting on a 1990 F-250 frame. It rides on Mustang front and rear axles, combining classic T-Bucket style with modern handling and strength. With 2 owners and only 3,500 miles, it's in excellent shape and fully paid off. The build is complete with all the essentials upgraded for reliability and performance. New seats, starter, distributor, alternator, plugs, lines for disc brakes, brake master cylinder, new carburetor, radiator, wiper, and turn signals. Everything's been checked, replaced, or refreshed. This T-Bucket is ready to rock the streets immediately. Its striking black exterior with a red interior gives it that classic hot rod appeal, while under the hood, it's pure muscle. Whether you're cruising car shows, weekend drives, or just turning heads in your neighborhood, this car delivers both power and style. The seller is asking $10,000 cash, or is open to a trade for a 4-passenger Polaris RZR 880 cubic centimeters or better, making this a versatile option for serious enthusiasts. In short, this 1925 Ford T-Bucket is a bold, powerful, and turnkey hot rod, ready to deliver thrills and attention to its next owner.
Number 12.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, small block show rod. Price, $19,995. Location, Dayton, Texas. Check out this eye-catching 1923 Ford T-Bucket, currently available in Dayton, Texas, for $19,995, a classic hot rod that's ready to impress. Under the hood, you'll find a small block 350 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, giving you a smooth, powerful, and reliable driving experience. This T-Bucket isn't just a showpiece, it runs and drives beautifully, making it perfect for car shows, weekend cruises, or just turning heads wherever you go. The body is finished in striking red with a black interior, classic hot rod colors that highlight the timeless style of this vintage build. With 123,456 miles, it's been enjoyed but still in excellent condition, with clear history and no significant damage. This build is ready for its next owner. Whether you want to trailer it to shows or drive it straight off the lot, it's fully prepared to perform. The seller is firm, cash only, no tire kickers, and no joy rides, ensuring serious buyers only. If you're looking for a classic T-Bucket that's show-ready, street-ready, and built to turn heads, this 1923 Ford is a rare find that combines power, style, and authenticity in one iconic package.
Number 13.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, hot rod. Price, $123,456. Location, Gardendale, Texas. Here's a show-stopping hot rod that's sure to turn heads, a 1923 Ford T-Bucket, listed in Gardendale, Texas, for $123,456. This isn't your average T-Bucket. It's finished in sleek black with detailed pinstriping, accented by red rims with classic white wall tires, a perfect blend of vintage style and hot rod flair. Under the hood sits a 350 small block Chevy, paired with an automatic transmission. Power is delivered through a 10-gallon fuel cell, while coilover rear shocks with link bars and a torque tumble front shock system with hot rod leaf suspension keep the ride smooth and controlled. Stopping power comes from front disc brakes and rear drums, making this car both fast and manageable. Driven just 12,345 miles, this T-Bucket is fully drivable and ready for fun, perfect for a collector's garage or a first hot rod that delivers excitement from the moment you fire it up. The seller emphasizes, cash only, local pickup, easy to work on, and yes, it has a clear title. This is a rare opportunity to own a drivable, fast, and stylish piece of automotive history. If you're looking for a T-Bucket that's as thrilling to drive as it is to look at, this one is ready to make a statement in your collection.
Number 14.
1923 Ford T-Bucket, hot rod W/matching trailer. Price, $20,000. Location, Augusta, Kansas. Here's a T-Bucket that combines show-winning style with serious drivability. A 1923 Ford T-Bucket with a matching trailer, listed in Augusta, Kansas, for $20,000. This isn't just a trophy piece, it's a ride you'll actually want to drive. Under the hood sits a 350 Chevy engine with a small hydraulic cam, feeding dual 4-barrel Holley carburetors through a polished tunnel ram. The attention to detail is incredible. The chrome valve covers are engraved with Ford with a heartbeat, a nod to the passion built into this hot rod. Power flows through a 400 turbo transmission with a shift kit, giving smooth, responsive shifts and plenty of muscle for cruising or show events. Every drive is an experience. This car has won multiple trophies, proving it's not only fast but also a crowd pleaser. And let's talk about the trailer. It's custom matched, with oak flooring and carpeted sides, big enough to carry an easy-up, cooler, and lawn chairs, perfect for show days, cruise nights, or weekend adventures. Rated used. Like new, this T-Bucket delivers a combination of classic hot rod charm, modern drivability, and thoughtful extras. With the car and trailer together, you're ready to hit the road and make an impression anywhere. Don't miss your chance to own this beautifully built, show-stopping 1923 Ford T-Bucket.
Number 15.
1930 Ford T-Bucket, custom build project. Price, $12,000. Location, Euless, Texas. Here's your chance to step into a true hot rod project. A 1930 Ford T-Bucket, listed in Euless, Texas, for $12,000. This T-Bucket comes with a brand new 454 big block Chevy and a 400 automatic transmission, paired to a Ford 9-inch rear end for serious street and strip potential. Safety and control are sorted with disc brakes, and the ride sits on new rally wheels with brand new tires, giving it both style and traction. The engine is ready to go, fully equipped with headers, carburetor, distributor, fuel pump, alternator, starter, and a custom billet air cleaner assembly. All the essentials are included for a high-performance build. Whether you want to finish it as a street cruiser, showpiece, or weekend warrior, this T-Bucket provides the perfect foundation. This is a Texas-titled custom project, ideal for hot rod enthusiasts looking to craft their own dream ride from a solid starting point. It's located at Frank's Speed Shop, 716 West Euless Boulevard, Euless, Texas. A must-see for anyone serious about hot rodding. Don't miss out on this 1930 Ford T-Bucket project. It's a blank canvas with muscle under the hood, ready for your finishing touches.